Hello ladies, hello selection committee. My name is Courtney Anderson and I am the CEO and creator of Girl on Fire, where I coach women who are ready to put themselves first in their life and their business. So this is my video, my proposal, my call to action for a breakout session for MOBCON 2020. So my breakout session is called Mind Mapping for female entrepreneurs to create goals for their business as well as their personal life. So this is really important to me. This is a topic that I talk about a lot, that I've taught on, that I've done workshops on, that I work with my one-on-one coaching clients on. And the reason that I love this and why this is great for MOBCON 2020 is because this is going to teach a tangible, usable, implementable skill that can be taken and put into action right away. I'm a very action-oriented person. I am decisive, I am direct, I am an extrovert, and if you know anything about Myers-Briggs, I am an ENTJ. So what does that mean for the audience? It means that I'm an extroverted thinker. Most men are extroverted thinkers, but there's some women who are, and so it really brings a unique spin to me. As you can probably tell, I don't have a shy bone in my body. I love public speaking, I love inspiring women, and it's a complete passion of mine. So before I go into just a little bit more of the content and how I will be teaching this, I wanted to share a little bit about who I am and why I'm doing this. So I'm a mom of 2 boys, and I am a clinical social worker by profession. I have a master's degree and a bachelor's degree in social work. I worked in that field for a long time, and I was married for 14 years. My marriage very suddenly and very traumatically ended, and I literally fell to the floor. I blacked out, I screamed, I cried for hours. And that day, July 17th, 2014, everything that I knew completely ended. So what did I have to do? I had to learn to get the focus back on me, figure out what I really wanted and who I really was in this life. And I went from dumpster diving as a single mom to make ends meet to rebuilding my entire life to where it is right now. And I have to tell you that I'm insanely proud of myself and my journey and where I've come. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I have no regrets, and I believe that everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to. So let's get back to mind mapping. So this is great, and here's why this is great for entrepreneurs, and in particular female mom entrepreneurs, is that we have so much going on. And entrepreneurs, 75% of us are intuitives. That means we're big picture thinkers. We like to go from like the big up here and then narrow down. The rest of the world, they want to know the details first and then they'll go from there. It doesn't really work for most of us. So a lot of us don't know how to make goals. We don't know how to create and go from like all this stuff in our head to make sense of it, to put it into a tangible goal that is actionable and implementable, that we can move forward with and start working on. And so I love teaching this skill for that, because I cannot tell you how many ahas I have with my clients and when I teach this content, and how many light bulbs go off in terms of, oh my gosh, this totally would work. This makes sense. This I can totally do. I learned this skill about 6 months ago, and prior to that, I didn't really know how to set goals. I was overwhelmed. All I had ever heard of were SMART goals, and those do not work for me, and those do not work for the majority of entrepreneurs. So once we get that out of the way, give ourselves permission to be open to something else, stop beating ourselves up about it, we can get to work and start doing some mind mapping to set some goals. So when I am working with women and when I am teaching this content, talking about mind mapping, it is crucial that we come out of this with 3 goals. 3 90-day goals. I believe that's all you can really work on at a time. And 2 of those are going to be for your business, and 1 of them is going to be personal. And why is that? It's because our business and our personal lives overlap. We are moms. We wear many, many hats. We have lots of responsibilities. And I do not for 1 minute believe in making only business goals and then trying to like wing it and just kind of like figure out some other way the personal stuff. So I want us to walk away with, again, those 3 90-day goals, business and personal. So the way that I teach this is, I love white space. Most entrepreneurs, again, are intuitives, and we love white space. So I will start with a white board. This is my favorite pillow in here. It says, suck it. So I will start with a whiteboard here, and I will show the audience how to start mind mapping and how this works. They're going to be able to take notes. They're going to have some cheat sheets in front of them. I can certainly provide handouts of kind of a visual way to get started on this with some instructions. So we have our whiteboard here, and what we want to do is put our name in the middle of the board. My name is Courtney, so I would put that here. Okay, then I want to start doing some offshoots of this, okay? I tell people, please don't overthink this too much. I just want you to start writing. You are in the middle. Now, go with your business, okay? Offshoot here, my business, okay? And then over here, I'm going to put something personal that I want to work on, okay? For me, that is a clean eating program. I've hired a clean eating coach. So clean eating, okay? All right, so that would be the personal, starting kind of in that personal direction. Over here, we're going to go over off in the business. So then I think about in my mind, and I will teach the attendees this, what is coming in your business? What are you wanting to focus on? What is a task, a project? What is that for you? For me, it is a designing and filling a group program. And then another one for me right now is hosting and selling out a half-day event for female entrepreneurs. So Girl on Fire, here's my business. I'm going to do 2 different offshoots. And that's what I would tell the audience. I'm going to have my event in one, and then I'm going to have my group program in the other. So you can see we're going from really, really big up here and starting to kind of like go somewhere with this and get a little smaller and more focused with this. So we won't go through every single detail here, but I'm going to do my group program. I'm going to do my event. And then with my group program here, okay, what do I need to do in that group program? Okay, I need to create some content. Okay, what else do I need to do for that group program in the stage that it's in right now? I need to create a landing page. Okay, so how easily and quickly you can start to see that when you get it out of your head and onto paper, it starts making sense. Here with this event, I need to set the agenda. Okay, and then I need to book. I need to finalize the location. So we can just keep going smaller and smaller and smaller in here. You can add as much detail as you want. But again, I tell people, please don't overthink a ton of this. Start getting it down. This is not the final step. This is part of the process. And you've got this visual here. This is super, super useful. I tell people to use this, again, to set your 90-day goals. And also when you're like, what am I doing? I'm kind of stuck in my business. I don't know, like, what am I working on? Start with a mind map and you'll be amazed at how far you can go. So the next thing I will do, and I have created this document if needed, is the group or the session, the breakout session attendees will have a 90-day goal sheet. 90-day goal sheet. Again, there are 3 goals here. I do not believe that you can work on more than 3. I don't think that you should. I don't think you can successfully work on more than 3 and give them the time and attention that they need. So out of these, as far as we offshoot here, we are going to pick 3. You get 1 personal and 2 business goals. So on here, as this sheet, what is your specific goal? This one is intentionally complete a 12-week gut reset with a coach. Down here, my next one is sell out and host an event. This one is fill my beta group coaching program. So you can see I went from I'm overwhelmed, I'm not quite sure how to write goals, I feel like I should know how, I see other people doing it, I don't really know, I don't get it, to you have 3 goals. But then we're going to take it even steps further, because what do we want to do? We want to avoid crisis, we want to avoid more any potential roadblocks, and we want to set ourselves up for as much success as possible. So going from the specific goals, what is the ideal outcome for each? Key questions or obstacles. And then how are you going to handle those key obstacles should they come up? Last thing here is what is the first step you're going to take in each of these? So spending more time on this, of course, during the session, answering questions, processing, giving feedback as needed from the audience, I can really get people from a broad, much bigger funnel down to more specific, and then they can literally leave. Those that are focused and on task can literally leave with 90-day implementable goals. And not only can they leave with 90-day implementable goals for their personal life and their business, they will leave with a tool that they can use over and over and over again. They have permission then to focus on their strengths, that intuitive piece, think like an entrepreneur and not the rest of the world, because we don't all think the same, and use this mind mapping any time that they feel stuck, but at the very least every 90 days. So I would love to be considered for this talk. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm super excited to come from Omaha, Nebraska, out to MOBCON 2020. Again, this is Courtney Anderson, Girl on Fire. Thank you so much.